What's up, guys? MetalFan230 here, and today we review Leprosy by Death's second album that came out in 1988, a year after their debut album, Scream Bloody Gore. And one thing to say is just, wow, a lot had changed in 1 year. You know, I mean, a lot of people consider this album, if not one of the most important albums in death metal history. I mean, in fact, a lot of bands actually cite this as a proper death metal album, because I think they've even, because the band themselves has also changed a lot on this album. You know, because a lot of bands actually take this and this thing sort of plan, this sort of use it for other albums or something else. I mean, but yeah, I'm just like really impressed about how much they can change in like 1 year. And in fact, Leprosy is an important album, if not, as well as a good album. Blech, sorry, fucked up there for a sec. It also has lived up to a type end. And I think it actually aged just well. Well, I think it ages better than Scream Bloody Gore. Or in fact, I mean, a lot of things are the same. I mean, the artwork is still done by Ed Rep. I mean, you can see it everywhere, where it's like on patches and shirts and stuff. Just a little hooded thing with sort of a monster thingamabob. It just looks pretty fucking awesome. Also, we should point out a new lineup for this album, Leprosy. You see, we got a new guitar player by the name of Rick Ross, who plays guitar alongside Chuck Schuldiner, and he's a pretty good guitarist, I have to say. A pretty good guitarist. And I also found out that he actually helped with a lot of the songs on this album. He's also a great works great with the music and stuff. In fact, we have a new rhythm section. We have Terry Butler playing bass. He's a pretty good bassist. And we have a new drummer, Bill Andrews, who's a pretty good drummer, I have to say. He does a pretty good job, and he knows how to play his parts. So yeah, it's a good lineup. Production sounds better, way better, probably better than the Scream Bloody Gore, in my opinion. But yeah, let's get into the songs, of course. It opens up with the title track, Leprosy, of course. Of course, it's pretty much the longest on the album. In fact, all these songs are pretty much longer. They're probably reach about 5 or 6 minutes. In fact, this is the title track of the album, of course, 6 minutes. It's a great way to start the album. It has a lot of progressive elements on the song. It takes a while to get into the chorus, but it's just very progressive, the song itself, and it also has some great solos, of course. It's a good way to open up an album that has title track Leprosy. Next song is called Born Again, which is a shorter track, of course, but it's still very progressive. And it's pretty much all over the place, you know. It's a pretty good song. Next song is called Forgotten Past. It's a great song. Think Forgotten Past is also very groove oriented, and it also has has some melodic structures. Like, it's death metal, but it has also sort of slower parts, some more melodic parts, and it's very groove. As soon as you get into that groove, it goes right back into sort of the death metal aspect of the song. It's a pretty good song. Next song is called Left to Die, which is an amazing song. You can also hear a bit of higher screaming, pretty similar to what Death would do on some of their later albums, maybe their last album or so. But yeah, it's a pretty good song. Next song is called Pull the Plug. I think it's one of the highlights, or not, it's the highlight of the album. It's a good song. It pretty much starts off very slow, very slower type, very yeah, but then afterward, it sort of picks up and it gets fast and it's in your face. face. It's pretty good song. Next song is called sorry, but that also should point out, it also has some good drumming. In fact, the drums sound good. In fact, the bass. In fact, all the instruments sound pretty good on that song. It's a good song. Next song is called Open Casket, which is a very good song. I think it's the most aggressive song, if not the most aggressive song in the album. It's all in your ears, you know. It's all in your face. Feels like it's like punching you a lot. So I think that's another good song. Next song is called Primitive Wave, which is has a sort of sounds very similar to what they would do later, sort of very progressive sort of type song. But yeah. Next song, the last song on the album is called Choke on It. I mean, I think this is another gorier song title. Yeah, pretty much. I think this is where they were at the height of their goriness, or I think it was not until Spiritual Healing. But yeah, track very progressive, and also very progressive. And I like how it ends very slow. Yeah, that's a good song. Now overall, Leprosy is a pretty good album, I have to say. It's way better than Scream Bloody Gore. Production-wise, musically wise, I mean, Scream Bloody Gore was a good album in its own way, but Scream Bloody Gore, I think the songs were pretty much very basic and standard. Whereas this song, having songs was good, but also having sort of a different, like a song structure, like sort of different elements of it, sort of makes the album sort of very flowy, if you know what I'm saying. And so I think they pretty much. With Leprosy, they pretty much knew what they were doing with this album. But yeah, it's a good album. I think I would probably recommend this, or some Early Death if you're familiar. If you want to try to if you want to get into Death, but also want to get some stuff, I would probably recommend Leprosy. But anyway, the score I'm going to give this album, I'm going to give Leprosy by Death an 8 out of 10. Yeah, just later, guys.